Hi, everybody. So I'm Lori Bennet, and like Liza said, I'm a family nurse practitioner. I friend of the Halperts, and I have been on the program committee and the board of directors since the very beginning of Garrett Space. But first, I really want to say that what an amazing 24 hours this has been. It went above and beyond what I would have ever imagined, especially in this Zoom world. And Mario, I just want to say thank you for all of your effort in doing this. Just a few words, Garrett Space. I can only say by experience that Julie and Scott work tirelessly day in and day out on this effort. They inspire us, all of the people on the committee, all of our community, to work hard and to really help make this a reality. And I have to say, almost regularly they pick up new people along the way, people who say to them, how can I help? And they bring them along, and it's just been an amazing effort. I think you've heard throughout this 24 hours about their vision of the residential space. They talk about nature and yoga, and when I hear them talk and others, that information to me speaks to the heart of what this residential space is going to be, the heart and the soul. What I would envision and want to focus on in the next year is kind of the brain of the residential center and creating a state-of-the-art model, a brand new way of delivering care to young people. And I really think we can do it. We've got amazing experts in in the Garrett Space organization. Our community in Ann Arbor has amazing talent. And I envision bringing together all those people, the survivors of suicide, their families, doctors who work tirelessly with their patients and maybe feel all the limits of their institutions or of their insurance companies, researchers who I know are working really hard to look at treatment, to look at causes of suicide, therapists of all kinds who have patients day in and day out, spiritual leaders. So really bringing everybody together into one space, locally, across the country, and now even internationally, and developing a model of care that we could replicate across our country and again across the world in all the future Garrett Space residential centers. So again, thanks to everybody who put this on, because it's really been quite an amazing event. Hi to everybody. Bye.
All right. Oh, perfect timing. Hi, Dr. Rye. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to hand it off to you.
Hi. Just like to give everyone just a quick intro. My name is Dr. Harry Rye. I'm a private practice psychiatrist here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I got involved with Garrett Space around this time last year when I attended an event at the Big House called Yoga for the Big House, Yoga at the Big House. And I was just there to network with people, meet people. I happened to meet Lori's husband, Steve, and he told me about Garrett Space. And I was also able to hear a little bit about Garrett's story through Julie and Scott, and was just really touched. It's a story that really connected to me. And ever since then, I've been involved just trying to help the program committee move things along and developing the programs that we're trying to put in place soon, having groups running. And it's just been an amazing experience. I'm a psychiatrist, I'm a medical doctor, but this is the first time in my career, and really the only group that I know of, that's really trying to integrate a professional perspective, a holistic perspective, and a very personal perspective. And that is something so unique, and it's just been an amazing experience so far working with Scott and Julie. There's so much energy behind this project. And just as a provider, a person who works with young people in Ann Arbor in a one-to-one setting, the ability to have this type of facility, to have a place where the people that I work with can go and feel that they can heal, that this is okay, that they are not alone, is something that I don't even have the words for how important that is. So I'm just so thankful to have met Scott and Julie, to be involved with this organization. And I'm just so excited to see where this goes over the coming years. It's an amazing endeavor.
Dr. Rai, can you guys hear me out there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I'm going to just switch the video here. All right. I've been listening here on the other end, and I want to thank you for coming on here and being a part of this. I want to thank Eliza for doing that as well. I think Julie, you're here as well. If there's anything you'd like to, anything else you'd like to add here in the final moments here, any questions for Dr. Rai?
We wanted to say a little bit. Can you see our video? Because I don't know if I turned it on.
Yes, you're good.
Allison got cut out yesterday, and so so she's gonna say a little something because she wants to she got cut off, so she's gonna say a little something as well. Go ahead.
Hi everyone. I shared this yesterday, so apologies. Apologies if you haven't heard it yet, or if you already heard it, I should say. That's the thing. Good to be with you, Mario, and everyone. Yeah, I guess like in reflecting about one of the things I love most about Garrett was how passionately he believed in everyone around him, and that was something that really stayed with me. Like I live a life that's not like the conventional, quite the conventional track. I'm trying to figure out how to be part of movements to change society and like to live communally with my friends, and it's easy when your life doesn't look like a cookie cutter life to feel that it's bad or wrong or like you're not doing something right. And something I loved about Garrett is every time I talked to him, he'd be like, yes, like that's so amazing, and just so enthusiastic. And after he died, I heard from some of his friends that he would talk to them about me a lot and say like, can you believe what Allie's doing? It's so cool. Like she's living on a farm in Millerton and building community with people. And so that was just something that I really appreciated about Garrett. And when I can, I try to remember the way that he looked at my life and carry that with me, instead of the way that whatever voice is coming in from other places might look at my life. And I think when it comes down to it, our family is a family that has experienced loss, and our community is a community that has experienced loss, and we are each trying to find our way and make meaning of that loss and do something with it. And I'm really proud of my family for humbly finding their way to make meaning of this loss, and proud of Mario for the amazing work he's done also, and everyone else who's been involved. So that's all I wanted to say.
Great. Thanks. One sec. I'm just getting back. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, sorry.
So hi everyone. Hi Mario. I just want to do a little bit of summing up here. Over the past 24 hours, we've just had so many great speakers and performers, instructors and friends participate and lead activities that have just left me awestruck. All of you are not just talented, but your messages and lessons about mental health challenges, whether they're your own or somebody else you know, I think really have resonated so strongly with everyone. You all have been inspirational, and we're so grateful that you've given your time, excuse me, and talent. I know that none of you had an obligation to do any of this, but you just really wanted to help out, especially, we've had some snafus technically, but you took that risk, and I know you didn't have to do that. So thank you all again. And I just wanted to touch on one of the segments. There's so many great ones, but one of the segments that I heard late yesterday, two of Garrett's close friends growing up, Rivers Up Church and Luke Dupree, were doing basically a sports podcast. And I guess they do this on a regular basis. I wasn't aware of that. But, I just expected, my expectations were that they would be funny and they'd just riff on sporting topics and just have a good time. And it's not the direction it took when I watched. They immediately talked about how their lives had really just taken a detour and they weren't where they expected to be, and they felt lost. And the two of them had gotten closer over the past several years, and they had learned to lean into each other, lean on each other to help them through it. And I just found that so meaningful. And they talked about how really they had wished they had been the same way with Garrett. They realized this, after the fact, and they said Garrett really would have appreciated the conversation they were having. And quite honestly, it's true. Just the friendships, the connections are just so important. And so it's okay for young adults, whether they're male, female, or trans, to feel vulnerable with others and to tell them that they're struggling. And likewise, if you have a friend you suspect might be struggling, it's okay to talk about feelings and tell them that you're there for them. Tell them it's okay to discuss it. It's just also important. And it's really what we're about at Garrett Space. All of our programming and our residential center, all of it is really geared to bring young people together who are struggling, to enable connections and to show them that they're not alone. Garrett lost hope, and like so many others who are struggling at the end of their lives, they just kind of withdraw and lose touch with their friends. And again, that's what we want to avoid, is to make certain that these people don't lose hope like Garrett did, and find others who can help them. And then before I turn things back over to Julie, I just want to say that, again, this whole event really, the idea for it, the inspiration for it, the execution of it is attributable primarily to one individual. Mario, I can't believe what a wonderful job you've done. And, you were always there for Garrett in the good days and the hard days. And, whenever he saw you, whenever he heard your voice, he just smiled. His face would light up. He loved you so much. And I know that he's just, he's happy. He's just so proud of you again for what you've done. And I just want to thank you for everything. I just also today's event really, the last 24 hours has really been a success by any measure. I have to say, you've really, I think, found your calling for creating and running and moderating. In particular, the moderating has been so impressive. An event like this, and I think you should make a career out of it. And Liza and Cole also, you both were wonderful. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, everyone, so much. And now I'm going to let Julie say some final words.
So we want to thank everyone who has contributed to this event. I'm getting emotional myself. Beginning with the organizations and individuals who supported our silent auction with their generous donations at a time during the pandemic when it's a difficult time financially, and you were so generous. And all of the volunteers who helped reach us out to the community and raise awareness of the event. That includes Alex Baum and Joan Boonin, who compiled the massive list of participants, and Mark Madama with the University of Michigan School of Musical Theater, who was successful in bringing us so many incredible alumni from that program, as well as Naz Edwards and Amanda and Aaron Satchel, who brought us great performers too. Thanks also to Lori Bloom. We don't thank her enough. She designed our beautiful graphics, including our logo, and it's always done on a moment's notice. Sorry, Lori. Emily Gordy, our social media guru, who has volunteered many hours of time spreading the word about Garrett Space, and of course our daughter Madeline, who did an amazing job running the silent auction, and our program director Diane, who did a little bit of everything, including our social media work, and really stepped in at a very last minute. On Monday, it will be the 3-year anniversary of our son's passing. And it also is Scott and my wedding anniversary, so bittersweet. We're grateful every day for our precious daughters who give us a reason to keep on living. And we're thankful to our large community of friends and family who continue to reach out and have been there for us and continue to support us through our darkest days. When you experience a loss like this, you don't feel better a year later or 2 years later. It stays with you. And we really appreciate all of you who have tuned in and donated. And with your help, we can realize our dream of building a place where young adults struggling with mental health challenges will want to go, and which we believe will make them want to stay in this world and ultimately live the beautiful life that they were destined to live. So thank you so much all again for joining us. Stay safe and reach out to anyone else out there you think is struggling. Many thanks.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie and Scott. I'm very grateful that that you both have allowed me to take a chance on this idea to happen. I know it initially seemed a little overly ambitious, as a lot of my ideas go. And yet here we are, 5 minutes to the finish line. I've been very good about remaining poised and speaking through all of this this whole time, and now is a little bit harder than it was 12 hours ago, or perhaps 23 hours and 5 minutes ago. But everybody that I want to thank, you know who you are, you know you're part of it. I've been up about 22 of these 24 hours, making sure things happen, and everybody that I performed with, everybody that worked on whatever it is you did, you know who you are. Thank you. There's a lot of, you can actually go back and watch this video. It's going to be recorded, and we'll put it up on a YouTube page so you can find your favorite moments and see any moments that you missed, that you or you just want to see again because you just loved it and you felt inspired, and it was like something that you just want to refer to. We'll have that in the coming day. That would be up to me to process, and I'll see if I have the capacity to do that immediately. So that's one thing. I couldn't have, I don't think I could have ever imagined a better way to honor my friend Garrett. I mean, this exceeded anything even, I mean, I might have had the idea, but with the help of Scott and Julie and their whole team and the people they knew and their network of people, this went above and beyond what I could have even imagined to have happen. I think the one thing in life that I am really passionate about, and the thing I care about more than anything, is bringing people together. And I know that that's something that Garrett shared. That's sort of something I may have learned kind of by his actions growing up, seeing the way he would move and the things that he would do and how he interacted with people. And I don't know exactly if I can really ever replicate the type of energy that he's able to bring to where he goes, and the types of people he can kind of insert himself in. But I try to do my best. And I think that the one thing, if I could say, to everybody that's listening, remember what a privilege it is to feel, to be able to feel. And I know that's something that Garrett had struggled with, was being able to feel his emotions, the good emotions, the bad ones. But when he would feel, it brought something out of him that was really special, and something I may have taken for granted most of my life, is that everything I do is with feeling. That's how I think. That's how I do. That's how I go about my life. If it feels like it's the right thing to do, if it feels like I want to do it, then I'll do it. And I feel like every day when I wake up, he's probably the first thing that I think about. And not just because I miss him, but because everything that he brought to my life and everything he was able to do, he's a big reason of who I am. And when he passed, I felt like I lost a big part of me. And being able to go through life, graduating college, trying to understand the point of it all, was very tough at first. But through the clouds, through the smoke, here we are in September of 2020. We have all these people here together. I don't know if I've felt more whole in 3 years than I have in the past 24 hours. I'm surrounded by bottles of water and hot sauce that I've tried at 4 a.m. I have a keyboard set up out there. This house looks like a mess, and I am going to, just get to cleaning that. But I feel very whole because of what this has done for everybody. And if this has been a cathartic experience, if this has been something that has been touching, if this has been an inspiration, if this has saved any life, then our mission was accomplished today. And so for that, I'm just grateful for all of you, anyone who's tuned in and anyone who's been here. This couldn't happen without you. So thank you. And to anybody watching, and I know I should wrap up here because we have officially made it to 24 hours. Know that I love you. I know you might not know this, you might not know me, but I love you, and I'll be here for you. You can reach out to me in any way, and I'll make it a point to be there. So just know that, anybody. And so what Garrett Space is going to do is to have even more people feel like this is a place where they're going to say, we are here for you. And it's not just about me, it's about we and all of us. Everybody is here for each other. And if you could pass that message along in some way, however you do, that would be my one wish for everybody watching. I think I need some water. Fiji. It didn't rank very well last night, but I do feel like I'm rambling a bit, but I know this is. I hope you're still tuning in there with me. Scott or Julie, do you have anything else you'd like to say before we conclude here?
No, Mario, I think you said it best. Garrett Space is here for everyone. We're here for young adults. We really want to make a difference in your lives and show you that we can support you and that you shouldn't give up hope. That there are going to be better days, and